One of our favorites. I say that every time, don't I? But
Well,
I mean it. As you know, we talk about him when he's not on the show.
He's a one man.
And he caused a bit of a stir around here, though.
How so?
Recently. Well, you know, we'll get to it with him.
Oh, yeah.
He is from the Green Bay Packers, Pro Bowler Aaron Jones. How you been, Aaron?
I've been good, and you?
I'm doing great. There's so many different questions I have for you, Aaron Jones. There's so many questions I have for you.
I think I know one of them.
Okay, here it is. Normally I save this stuff to the end, but it's too important. And a lot of people might be sitting here thinking, well, Davante Adams isn't your team anymore, and Aaron Rodgers and the offense might change, and that's what I'm talking about. I'm not. I'm talking about what you sent out on Twitter and Instagram or something like that recently. You asked, is cereal soup? And I will now give you the floor. What's up with that, Aaron Jones?
So when you think about it, it has the same mechanisms as soup. It's water, milk or water based.
Yes.
And then you have your stuff in there, whether it be like noodles, it might be pasta, or it might be like
vegetables,
the little alphabet pastas,
sure,
or different things that you can put in soup. You can put vegetables, different things. So I'm like, well, why isn't cereal considered soup? It's kind of the same form. Mm-hmm. You need a spoon to eat it as well.
Mm-hmm. Okay,
that was my thinking behind it.
So how did your crowdsource go, Aaron? What did you glean? What did you glean from your crowdsourcing on this subject?
I got mixed reviews, but I think at the end people were like, no, it's not soup, it's cereal.
Yes.
It's cereal with milk is what they said.
Okay. So, and then, again, I have so many questions. What caused you to have this epiphany and moment of just thinking and it coming up? Were you just sitting there having a bowl of cereal going, this could be soup? Is that what it was?
I was sitting there with a couple of other NFL guys. We were at NFL social event, and they start asking questions like, is water wet? Is a hot dog considered a sandwich?
Oh.
And I said, yes, a hot dog is definitely considered a sandwich if you think about it.
Well, again you're talking mechanisms and literal things. Like, yes, a sandwich is one piece of bread, something, and then another piece of bread, usually on top, not like on the side. Like a hot dog is, you rest the piece of meat in a sliced piece of bread, and it does envelop the product in between. So technically you can call it a sandwich, but it's just not, in the same way that cereal is not soup.
Okay,
Aaron.
let's break the bun in half, and now you have two pieces and the hot dog's in the middle. Then it's a sandwich?
Well, now you're just weird. I'll be honest. Now you're just weird. I mean, you crossed the line, is what I'm saying, essentially. So you consider a hot dog a sandwich, and then it eventually, this conversation graduated to, is cereal soup?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And what is your cereal of choice then that you would consider? Is it a Count Chocula soup? Is it a Sugar Smacks soup? What do you have? What are you talking about?
It is Aaron Jones touchdown squares, and then my second one will be Fruity Pebbles.
So wait a minute, you have your own cereal? Is that what you're saying? Is that what you're saying?
Yes, sir.
How do I not have it?
We need it.
How do I not have it?
We'll get you some boxes sent out to you.
Oh my God. We have Terrell Owens' O's. We have Josh's Jacks, right? Yeah. We have those cereals here. That's Josh Allen's.
Factual.
So the same people who made Josh Allen's made mine.
And so we have Aaron Jones's, what are they called?
Touchdown squares. They're like a healthy Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Oh, okay. A healthy Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Yeah, we need those in our life.
So outside of your own product, Aaron, what did you say, Fruity Pebbles? Is that what you went
Yes,
with?
sir, Fruity Pebbles.
They are delicious.
They are incredible, and they stay crispy in milk, and then so again, I understand that this makes your case of cereal being soup, because you do finish it, and then you've got that sweet milk. You just
the soup after, that sweet soup after, is the best part.
Aaron Jones here on the Rich Eisen Show. Okay, now we've handled that very important piece of business. Let's talk a little football. How is the offense looking differently, Aaron Jones, that you're willing to share with us? What do you got?
A lot. I would say a lot of guys are stepping up and having to step up, and we know that with losing 17 Davante Adams, we know it's going to be a collective whole that has to make up for that. So it's not just going to be one person, and you're seeing guys stepping up and getting involved.
Okay, and how is it going to be? Maybe a little bit more run centric? Are you hearing your number called a little bit more, Aaron Jones? What do you think?
I would say it's about 50-50 in both ways, in running and the passing game. So I'm definitely looking forward to that, just getting the ball in space and doing what I do.
So you're not going to tell us you're not going to tell us how the offense is different. Is basically what you're saying, Aaron. You can be honest. You're just not going to tell us.
I mean, we still have pretty much the same offense.
Okay. Pretty much. It's just a different guy who's in there. And I know for 17, as you mentioned, I know Aaron Rodgers talking about Alan Lazard yesterday said, going from one Hall of Famer to another Hall of Famer is going to take an adjustment. How did you receive Davante Adams saying he's gone from one Hall of Fame quarterback to another? How did you take that comment?
I've only been with A-Rod, and I mean, I definitely know he's a future Hall of Famer. I don't know too much about Derek Carr's stats and stuff like that. I haven't worked with him, but I seen him come back and he said, "I'm not recanting on my statement, but if you look at the numbers, I haven't looked at the numbers or anything, but it was a little surprising to see that, but that's his quarterback, so he has to take up for his quarterback the same way I'm going to take up for my quarterback."
Aaron Jones here on the Rich Eisen Show. Did A.J. Dillon destroy a mascot recently? Did he literally take somebody and hospitalize a mascot? Did that happen? Did I see that
He
problem?
definitely did. And I feel like you guys didn't see the best angle of it. A.J. has the best angle. The mascot did like a full flip, like 360 flip.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
After he ran him over. You guys only seen him get ran over, so no, AJ definitely destroyed that mascot.
He squared him up like a
linebacker. They got a new one.
He squared him up like a linebacker in the hole, man. He just absolutely took him out. That was something else.
That was the funniest thing I had seen in a while.
So that's just I know that we in the media sometimes take fun videos like that and say, well, this guy's ready to go. Even though it's just a mascot. But I mean, your 1-2 punch that you can provide at the running back position is as good as it gets in the NFL. I'm wondering how the two of you, get along, hang out. What's your relationship, the two of you, like, Aaron Jones?
We have a great relationship. AJ has been my little brother since he came in, and he was here with me and Jamal, and I think he got to see the way that we bonded and connected. And now it's me and him, and we're bonding and connecting the same way. We want to see each other both be successful, and we know, like, if he has success, it's just going to push me and vice versa. And then we can communicate, hey, this is what we're seeing on the field, or this is what blitz is coming, this is the rotation, things like that. And so we're really close, and we're just continuing to work with each other to help each other out on the field, because we both know that in this league you need a running mate. It makes both of your jobs easier. Yeah,
I mean, sure, and it can take mileage off of either one of you and keep you guys fresher, but how does it work? I mean, when you're on the field and you see 28 running in, or he's there and he sees 33 running in, how does that work? Obviously you come out, I understand that, but I imagine there are times you'd like to stay in, Aaron Jones.
Definitely. As a competitor, you definitely have those moments where you would like to stay in, but it's what can I do for the team to help us win. So, I mean, if we're getting in the end zone, it doesn't matter. If I'm getting in the end zone, if 12, whoever it is, as long as we're putting those points up on the board, I'm happy and we're winning. That's all that matters at the end of the day. I mean, stats and accolades are nice, but at the end of the day, we have one main goal, and that's to win the Super Bowl.
Aaron Jones here on the Rich Eisen Show from the Green Bay Packers. So when it all does come down to it, last year seemed to be a perfect opportunity for you when we know it didn't work out. How often do you think of the way last year ended, Aaron Jones?
Often, very often. I've thought of the last 3 years, the way it's ended, and, it's so close, but I think that's just going to make us better for it. We know what we need to do in those games, just execute at a high level. That's normally the team that wins who executes more on a consistent basis.
What would winning a Super Bowl mean to you?
It'd mean everything. I mean, this town deserves it. We put in the work. I definitely think we deserve it, but just because you deserve it doesn't mean you're going to get it. You got to go out there and earn it.
And Aaron Rodgers, how has he shown up in a way that the last couple of years it's been different with his future in doubt? Now he's flat out saying, I'm retiring here. How has that changed anything in your mind?
To me, he was always going to be my quarterback, so it hasn't changed anything for me. Just happy to know you have your leader here, and he wants to be here. He's going to be here for a while, and like I said, he's our leader. He gets everybody going. He holds everybody accountable and to a high standard. He expects greatness out of you, and you just got to prove yourself day in, day out with him.
Can you give me an example of how he does that, please, Aaron Jones?
Yeah. So we might be in the huddle, and it might be a certain play called, and he might get up to the line of scrimmage just to see if guys have been in their playbook or studying, change up the play, throw out a signal, and really give him a little chance to communicate. But if you weren't in your playbook, he's gonna know on that play, and then he'll come out and he'll talk to you, pull you to the side, and like, hey, this is why I changed it. I'm testing you, and you see him do it a lot to the younger guys, and then that's how they know, hey, like, I got to gain his trust. I want to be on the field. I got to know this stuff.
Are you saying he's testing everybody's independent study time? Is that what you're saying, Aaron?
In a way, he definitely does. He'll get up there and call audibles that haven't even they've been installed but haven't been up or haven't ran them, and you just testing who's in their playbook and who is at that point is who wants to be out there and who wants it and who wants to go home and who wants to be great.
And he will literally say, I'm doing this because I'm testing to see if you knew it. That's why I'm doing it. That's what he does.
Oh, yes. And he's done that ever since I've came in as well. And a lot of times it's to the younger guys, to the rookies, and making sure you're in your playbook. And if you're not, that'll wake you up right away, and the guys learn from it.
Have you seen him do that to somebody on a certain play, and then when it comes time to actually use it in the game, he uses it to success, and then they kind of share a moment like, remember back in July, back in August, that's why we did it. Have you witnessed that?
I've seen it happen many times, and that's what it's about. In practice, you're not going to be perfect, but you get it down, and you make that mistake, but you don't make that mistake again, and you learn from it. And then when it's time to go execute it, you go execute it, and you look back at those moments, and those are teaching and learning moments, and you thank them. You really thank them for that.
And lastly, did he chime in on the very thorny subject, is cereal soup? Did Aaron Rodgers chime in on that subject matter?
No, I'm gonna have to go ask him. That's a great. He's very smart, so I'm gonna ask him and see what he says. And next time I talk to you guys, I'll definitely let you know.
He's a great philosophizer, and I think this is one of those things that might stop him in his tracks, to be honest with you. But I don't profess to say I know what he'll say. But I'm going to guess he's going to fall down on the side of the cereal is not soup when it all comes down to it.
I think he's going to fall down on that side too, but I hope I can persuade him to my side.
Well, does he have a box of Aaron Jones touchdown squares? Does he have? Oh, we have it on the screen. Look at that. Okay,
hey,
Toasty.
hold it up.
See, there it is. Aaron Jones touchdown squares. There you are celebrating with milk splashing around your feet like you're jumping into the bowl of toasty sweet cinnamon square cereal. Look at that. Okay. I see you.
Yes, sir.
I want one of those. We need it. We need it for the studio. We'll have it here. Suze,
sure
hold on. My wife is chiming in right here. What do you got over there, Suze?
Aaron, he loves cereal.
Oh God,
he will be eating this so disgustingly at every hour of the day.
It'll be great.
Rich Eisen loves him some cereal.
I don't blame you, Rich.
It's not disgusting, Suze, because
he will be eating so much of it. I'm gonna have to hide it.
And then if she gives me grief for it, I'm like, I'm just having soup. I'm just having some soup. You know,
just you can't say anything about having soup. Soup is good for you.
It is. I know. I just don't look at a bowl of milk and say that could possibly be soup. Although there are dairy-based soups, I mean, he might technically be onto something here.
Yeah, you didn't ask him the
what?
Like the real sports question.
Which is?
What kind of milk do you use?
Oh, okay.
Next level.
What do you got?
Ooh.
What do you got?
I use the almond milk, the
Yes,
80 calorie one, the sweeter one.
Yeah, you do.
We gotta use the sweeter
Well
one.
done. Okay, sweet almond milk to go with my touchdown squares. Okay. Hey, Aaron Jones, really appreciate the time. Always enjoy our chats. Let's do this when the season begins. After you score,
Yes,
after you get
Thank
some of
you.
those real touchdown squares, call into the show. We'll chat about it, please.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Always a pleasure to talk to Showtime 33 with a Y, as he spells it on his Instagram and his Twitter accounts, right here on the Rich Eisen Show. Got to follow him because you never know when questions like "Is cereal soup" going to be posed and stop you in your tracks.